Well, hello guys, welcome back to my channel or welcome to my channel. Today we are doing random posts. So we are first starting from r/short scary stories, and then we'll go to r/mildly infuriating. So let's start with the first post and get it over with. The first post was submitted by ianmveiga. Okay, weird username, but the post says something terrible happened with my sister's baby. Oh no. Okay, let's get down to it. It says my sister and her husband are attending a friend's wedding in the city and asked me to watch their 7-month-old baby Sebastian at the house for the evening. The house was old, and I was convinced that the place was infested. Soon after arriving in the bathroom, I saw a type of bug that I have never seen before. It had a long black body with red stripes. Soon after I saw it, the thing disappeared behind the sink. Oh, ew. What kind of weird roach is that? Okay, let's continue. My sister left instructions which I followed. I put Sebastian to bed. He was very calm for a baby. I noticed he was growing hair on his head already, red hair like his mother's. I sat on the couch with the baby monitor nearby and watching TV. It wasn't long before I dozed off. Nick. I woke up to a sound of my name. I looked around. Nobody was there. I checked on the baby. He was fast asleep. It must have been something in my dream, I thought, but the voice was so clear. Oh, okay. Maybe your dream is just loud. Okay, let's continue. My mother, rest in peace, had gone through a phase where she heard voices in her head. I hope it wasn't happening to me. I was eventually able to calm down and fall asleep. My dream felt so real. I was in a medieval king's feast. There was so much food laid out, and all I did was eat. I felt infinite hunger as I stuffed my face, scarfing down sliced beef, tearing meat from a turkey leg, even crunching the cartilage. Wow! Are you okay? What kind of dream is that? That is really strange. Okay, Nick. I shut up again. Who's there? I yelled. You have such a lovely mind, Nick, the voice whispered. I looked around in panic. Still, nobody was around. I felt strangely bloated. Did you eat in real life? Okay, let's continue. The voice continued. I think we are going to live happily together. Something was off. I need to check on the baby. Don't bother, the voice insisted. You won't like what you find. I ignored it. When I got to the baby's room, the crib was empty. I felt a heavy sensation in the pit of my stomach. That's when I realized there was hair on my tongue. I pulled it off and held it to the light. It was a strand of red hair. Oh dear God. He was delicious, the voice said. We enjoyed biting into him and crunching into his bones. What have I done? You've helped us feed, the voice went on. We've been wanting to feast on that child for months, but we are a mere insect, much too small for a large meal. I fell to the floor, gagging and sobbing at the same time. Your brain is wonderful. Other brains were not as easily controlled as yours. As we crawled all over, as we crawled over your pleasure receptors, we were able to enjoy the child as much as if we had eaten him ourselves. What? Okay. Thank you, Nick. We might have never found a suitable host were it not for you. Oh, that weird bug, black with red stripes all over. It's a parasite. So when he was sleeping, it got in his brain. I don't even want to imagine how it did that, but somehow it did, and it made him eat his own nephew. Oh, that is horrible. Imagine, how will you explain that a weird roach got in your head and made you kill and eat your own nephew? And somehow you slept through the whole thing. Yeah, mind control. You obviously will not know what's going on. That is really, really horrifying. Ugh, it's gross, man. Anyway, let's see the comments. If a top comment says, I'm literally nauseated. Thanks, I hate it. Yeah, same here. Ah, no, this is horrible. I hate it too. Oh, imagine. No, I don't want to imagine. No, my brain hurts. Next post. Okay, our next post from Mildly Infuriating of the subreddits is submitted by XxKnob. It says, I ran to help a little girl screaming for help. Okay, it says, I was doing some yard work in the front yard when I started hearing someone screaming something. I followed it to the backyard. When I realized it was a young kid screaming for help repeatedly from the patch of woods separating my house and neighbors on the street below. So I run into the woods and I find the little girl lying on the ground, still screaming for help. I asked, Are you okay? What's wrong? She smiles and says, I'm fine. I'm just trying to catch my dog. A puzzled look on my face. She follows with, My mom told me to act hurt and yell for help, and the dog will come to me. A little white, constantly yapping dog that that's gotten through the fence 3 times this week did not come to her rescue, but I did help catch the angry bastard while telling her the story of the little girl who cried wolf. Dangerous, stupid parenting. Exactly. Like, what if she actually needed help now? And maybe she has done this for like a couple of times. Who will actually believe she really needs help this time? Ah, some parents need parenting classes. You don't teach your kid to bluff around with stuff like this. Oh my god. Some parents they need discipline too, just like their kids, even way worse than their kids. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, I hope actually parents don't really do this out there. Like, parents that actually do this, they are few. They should not be like a lot. Oh, but then again, you don't be optimistic when it comes to people, because people they can always surprise people. Like, what is this? I never knew this is possible, to just tell your kid to yell for help. So what will happen if this kid actually needs help and people are used to the fact that this is how they call their dog. But no, I'm glad OP actually went to help, and I'm glad he actually still continued to help even after finding out that her parents are douchebags. Okay. Anyway, let's see the top comments. Top comment says, I totally understand your mild infuriation. Thank you for going to the rescue. The parents need a good talking to as well. Exactly. Now, the other comment says, never lose the willingness to help. And another comment says, my mom taught us to not scream help while playing outside and to generally try not to sound like you were dying unless we were. Seems like common sense to adults. Well, yeah, it's common sense. If you hear a child crying for help, shouting, screaming bloody murder, you know that, yeah, that child is actually in need of help. You run to help. But if you're already having a particular child do that all the time and it's just a mundane thing to them, when they really need help, how will you know this is actually for real? How will you know if it's the real one now? Like, if the child really needs help and it's not them just playing around. No, some parents, they need to do better. They need to do better. These parents really need some stern talking to. They need to be talked down to like a kid. Because who does this? Anyway, guys, that's my opinion and the opinion of the Reddit commenters. So I'd love to see yours in the comment section down below for the two posts. And if you like this post, please smash that like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next post. Bye.